Hello friends, now we are starting a next example number 5 from exercise 6.4. Observe the given condition, DF are the midpoints, DF are respectively the midpoints of side AB, BC and CA. So DEF are the midpoint of side AB, BC and AC. It is given to us. D is the midpoint of AB, already it is shown in the figure. E is the midpoint of BC, is the midpoint of BC and F is the midpoint of AC. These are the given condition. Using this given condition, question is to find out the ratio of area of triangle DEF and ABC. So let us try to find out ratio of area of these two triangle. Already we have written the given condition. In this triangle, DEF are the midpoint of side AB, BC and CA. So again observe, D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of BC and F is midpoint of CA. Already it is shown in the figure, and this is our required value which we have to find out. Means ratio of area of triangle DEF, this DEF which is formed by joining the midpoints and triangle ABC. Now here it is given to us that D and F are the midpoint of side AB and what? AC. It is given to us. So we know that segment joining midpoint of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. Means we are applying here a theorem of midpoint of two sides of a triangle. So here it is given to us that in triangle ABC, D and F are midpoints of sides. Of which sides? AB and AC respectively. So it is given to us. So therefore by midpoint theorem, let us see what result we will get. Midpoint theorem. So by midpoint theorem, we know that according to midpoint theorem, segment joining midpoint of two sides is parallel to the third side. Means here what we will get? DF is parallel to BC. Again what result we will get? DF is half of BC and half of the third side. So which implies that, this implies that if DF is parallel to BC, so we can observe that if DF is parallel to what? BC, means we can say that DF is parallel to BE also. So DF is parallel to BE. If you want to give the reason, so give the reason that these BEC are collinear point, means these 3 points lie on what? Same line. So if DF is parallel to this BC, means DF is parallel to all the segment which lie on what? BC, and one of the segment on BC is what? BF, BE. So DF is parallel to DF is parallel to BE. So this result we have got here. Now again DF is half of BC. So half of this BC is nothing but what? B, because E is the midpoint. So again what result we are getting here? DF is equals to BE. Give the reason here. E is midpoint. E is midpoint of BC. Midpoint of BC. Okay. Now let us denote this result say by equation number first. Now we are considering one quadrilateral. So in quadrilateral DFEB, in this quadrilateral DFEB, what result we have shown here? DF is parallel to B and DF is equal to B. Means DF is parallel to B and DF is equal to B. Means what we have shown, one pair of opposite side is parallel also and equal also. And we know that in a quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite side is parallel and equal, at that time that quadrilateral is called as parallelogram. So in this quadrilateral, we can say that DF is parallel to BE and DF is equal to BE. All these results we have got from equation number first. So therefore quadrilateral DFEB is parallelogram. Give the reason. A pair of opposite side. A pair of opposite side is parallel and equal, and that's why this quadrilateral becomes what? Parallelogram. And since this quadrilateral is a parallelogram, so we can say that opposite angles are what? Equal. Means this angle F is equals to what? Angle B. Means we can say that angle DFE is equals to angle B. Let us denote it, say, by equation number 2. So to get this result, means to show that these two angles are equal, we have shown that this quadrilateral is what? Parallelogram. And since this quadrilateral is a parallelogram, so opposite angles are what? Equal. Exactly using same method, we are able to show that this quadrilateral is also what? Parallelogram. If we are able to show that this quadrilateral is parallelogram, means we can say that these opposite angles are what? Equal. Means exactly same method we have to use. So that's why here we are saying that similarly we can prove that. What we can prove that angle FDE is equals to angle C. Let us denote it by equation number 3. Whatever may be the method we have used to show that these two angles are equal, exactly same method we are using to show that these two angles are also what? Equal. Now let us try to show that these two triangles are what? Similar. So means now in triangle DEF and triangle ABC, what we have shown here, angle DFE is equals to angle B, and angle FDE is equal to angle C. This value we are substituting from equation 2, and this is our equation number 3. So in these two triangles, we have shown that two angles are equal. So this implies that these two triangles are similar. So triangle DEF is similar to triangle ABC. By which criterion? By AA criterion. And since these two triangles are similar, that's why we can say that ratio of their area. So therefore, area of triangle DEF upon area of triangle ABC. We know that if two triangles are similar, at that time ratio of area of these two similar triangles is equal to square of ratio of corresponding sides. So here DF upon what? BC. So corresponding side of DF will be equals to what? BC. So which is equals to. So give here reason. So that this is nothing but ratio of area of two similar triangle is equal to ratio of area of corresponding sides. Now let us simplify this expression. So try to understand its simplification part. So now we are trying to simplify it. So which is equals to, keep this DF as it is, or this DF will be equals to what? B. From equation number first, I am replacing this DF by what? BE. In the denominator, BC keep it as it is, keep the square also as it is, which is equal to, now E is the midpoint of BC, means we can say that this BE or this BC will be equals to what? Twice of BE. So in the numerator BE keep it as it is, in the denominator BC can be written as twice of what? BE. Keep this whole bracket square as it is. Here give the reason that E is midpoint of BC. Now here B and D will get cancelled. What is the remaining part? 1 by 2 whole bracket square. So which is equals to what? 1 upon 4. And that is the result which we have to prove. On this side, keep the area of triangle DEF upon area of triangle ABC as it is. So in this way, we have got the ratio of area of these two triangles will be equals to what? 1 by 4. So well, observe the question number 6. So in this question number 6, it is given to us that the ratio of area of two similar triangle. We have to prove that the ratio of area of two similar triangle means two triangles are given to us which are similar to each other. So here we have considered two triangle ABC and triangle PQR which are similar. So it is given to us that two triangles are similar. Using this condition, we have to prove that the ratio of area of this similar triangle is equal to square of ratio of their corresponding medians. Means ratio of area of these two similar triangle is equal to square of ratio of what? Corresponding medians. So in triangle ABC, I am considering that AD is the median, and in triangle PQR we are considering PS as a median. Median means what? Segment joining vertex and midpoint of opposite side. If we are saying that AD is the median, means definitely D is the midpoint of DC, and here PS is the median, means S is the midpoint of what? QR. So AD is the median of triangle ABC and PS is the median of triangle PQR. So let us try to prove this result here. So first we are using given condition that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. It is given to us, and we know that if two triangles are similar, at that time corresponding angles are also equal. So here we can say that angle B is equal to angle Q, and even corresponding sides are in what proportion. So what we will get here, AB upon, which is the corresponding side of AB here, PQ. AB upon PQ will be equals to BC upon QR. BC upon QR. So these are nothing but corresponding parts of similar triangle. Let us denote this first result, say by equation number first. Now, if you observe this second part, AB upon PQ is equal. What is numerator BC and what is denominator QR? Simply I am multiplying to numerator and denominator by what? Half. If we are multiplying to this numerator by half, observe the figure. Half of BC is equal to what? BD. And what is denominator? Half of QR. What is half of QR? QS, because S is midpoint of QR and here D is midpoint of BC. So half of BC will be equals to BD and half of QR will be equals to QS. Denote this by equation number second. Give here D is midpoint of BC and S is midpoint of QR. Okay, because that AD and PS are nothing but medians. So on this side, AB upon PQ, keep it as it is. Now we are considering triangle ABD and triangle PQS. So in triangle ABD and triangle PQS, here from equation number first, angle B is equal to angle Q. So angle B is equals to angle Q. So this result we have got from equation number first, and from equation number second, AB upon PQ will be equals to BD upon what? QS. So this result we have got from equation number second. So by observation we can say that this angle B is included in which two side? AB and BD. Angle Q is included in PS and QS. PQ and QS. That's why we can say that these two triangles are similar by SAS criteria. So this implies that triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQS by AA criterion. So we have shown that these two triangles are similar, and if two triangles are similar, corresponding sides are in proportion. So AB upon PQ will be equals to AB upon PQ will be equals to AD upon what? PS. Our result is related with median, so that's why here we are considering AD upon what? PS. So let us denote it by equation number 3, and what is the reason here? Corresponding parts of similar triangle. Don't write CPST, write down that corresponding parts of what? Similar triangle. Now we are using this given condition. So that since these two triangles are similar, so ratio of area of two similar triangle. So it is given to us that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. It is given to us. And since these two triangles are similar, that's why we can say that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR. What is the ratio of area of two similar triangle is equal to square of ratio of corresponding side. So AB is the side of what? Triangle ABC, and PQ is the side of what? Which triangle? PQR. So now here AB upon PQ can be replaced by what? AD upon PS. So this implies that keep the left hand side as it is, area of triangle ABC, and in the denominator area of triangle PQR is equal to, so this AB upon PQ can be replaced by AD upon PS. So AD upon PS, AD upon PS. Keep this square as it is. This value we are substituting from equation number 3. So from equation 3, and this is the result which we have to prove here. So this completes the proof of this example number 6 also. In this way we have completed first 6 examples. Again 3 examples are remaining which we will discuss in the next video.